Okay, Lena, it's Amy. Ring the bell or do whatever you need to do to feel like this is a holy communication. Thank you, Mother and Father, God Almighty, for making this a very important communication possible tonight. All right, you just took a good look at yourself there in the mirror, and you're going to tell me you don't look exhausted? I guess I do. Yeah, you look exhausted, honey. But there's that cute little munchie pony that you adopted this week, last week, whatever. You just put crucifixes all over him to keep him nice and holy. He's from Horse Habitat, and he's really cute. And he's your pony now. Your little pony. And when it gets to be this time of day and you start questioning the validity of those of us who love you, please turn to me. I don't need cars. I don't need pendulums. I don't need anything. I just need to be able to talk to you the way I'm talking to you now. Oh, yes, Mother. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, that's right. Got to call them in when it gets to be this time of the day, and right, because it's a lot. And again, you are an empath, and you're picking up the fear and the horror of all these people who are irredeemable. This is where we're at. They are not redeemable. There's a lot out there who aren't, but in your lifetime, Christopher is the only one who is not going to fucking hell. They cannot be redeemed, even if they got down on their knees now and begged you, Lena, with apparent sincerity. God would not allow it. If you begged on their behalf, Lena, God would not allow it. Because knowing you, if someone did come to you at this point, one of the people who, like Mildred, even though you don't think you would have any compassion for her, she's one sick fucking witch. Knowing you, eventually, she would wear you down, and you would make a case for her. That is never going to happen. You're never going to be in that position. You are no longer in this equation. You were our lamb. You were our lamb. We all know what happened, or what would have happened to you if we were not there for divine intervention. So I'm going to ask you to stop thinking, or you're thinking of different celebrities and different musical artists, and that's all up to God. Even if you love their music, it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything. You don't know any of them, right? But then again, who really knows anybody in this world? So you think you love someone, right? Like the way, some people think they love me. They don't know me. They don't know what I'm doing. They really don't. They think they love Michael. Maybe not as much as they love me, but don't get nervous now, okay? And don't even get us started on how many people think that they love John. Right. And have come and fought with you and said, he would be better off with me. How dare you? Your mother-in-law said as much. She at one point was like, what have you done to him? I cried for him. I worshipped him. Like, she really came off at you. Like, how dare you touch my John? All right. Well, think about John for a minute. Don't think about anyone else. Don't think about me. Don't think about Michael. Think about how John makes you feel. Think about how he's concerned for you all day and night. And when you have the slightest discomfort, he cries. And you know those are real tears because he cries through you. Your whole life you've been crying at weird moments when you didn't understand why. Why am I crying right now? It was always him. You're crying Jesus. Jesus wept for his wife. Jesus did not weep for humanity. Jesus wept for his other half. And he still does. And you for him. You know, again, we talked last night, and I told you that me and Michael just like we're sometimes shocked by what's going on. If you think about it too much, you can absolutely go insane. But the actual fact of the matter is that this is what's going on. This is the Great Awakening that everybody's been talking about. Here it is. Many people are still not really aware of it. But again, they're going to be going down fast now, and they are. So really, the people who are the most in the know about it, ironically, right now, are the people that are on your email list. Mm-hmm. The people closest that you have known in your life, Lena. Not the celebrities, not me, not my, either. I mean, of course, me, Aimee, and Michael, yeah, we know. And Christopher, of course, he knows. You're legally married to him. Now you just found out about him, who he is. That's another one that people out there are like vomiting from shock. The people in his family are. Oh, their reaction is really bizarre. And, you know, filled with denial, fear, and shock. They're all filled with denial, fear, and shock. They're just, we're not going to talk about this. We're not going to act like this is even happening. Mm-hmm. But a big reason they didn't want him over for tea for the next 3 days is they can't deal with it. They don't want to see him. They may have doctor appointments, but that's really not it. They just can't deal with looking at him because this is all too much. It's all too much. So when you get tired, remember that you're a sponge. You really are an energetic sponge who's picking up all these vibrations around you of like this fear. But don't let it become your fear. They have fear because of their situation that they're going to hell. And all of them know exactly what hell is for them. They don't know how bad it's going to be, but they have an idea. And they're all getting used to that idea. Not, but they're all realizing they're condemned to it. Steve Segretti. I really want a card for him. Mm-hmm. I really want a card, if you would be so kind. Yes, Aimee, a card on. I don't even want to say it. Yeah, I don't say his name. Olga's husband, right? Olga's real husband. Yeah. Olga's real husband is Satan, and Steve Segretti is really close. He's really close. Oh well, these Dylan cards are awesome. Mm-hmm. Look at the other side, which I really like. It reminds me of one of my album covers a little bit. Yeah, it is cool. Tonight, Father Bob St. Jude, he asked Christopher at 6 p.m. tomorrow night to play the girl from the North Country. Nashville Skyline, I believe. Mm-hmm. This is the Jack of Diamonds. Mm-hmm. That song is about you, Lena, the girl from the North Country, the girl from up north. But that's Steve Segretti. Remember, you thought it was so weird when you were going upstate, and he knew you had a place in Fleischman's, and he wanted you to come to his friend's house and jam with them. That was going to be murder that night. Mm-hmm. They were going to murder you that night. up in the country, up in the North Country, up near Fleischman's. Hmm. We've had our eyes on him longer than that, and that was a long time ago. That was, I think, before he married, rather, before his wife married your brother. Yeah, if this sounds awfully incestuous out there, it's because devil worshippers, they're just one big incestuous cult. Everyone. Mike Culkin would have been there. He also went up there constantly. There's a whole devil cult up there. That's why, Lena, you're not going. That cabin and all that stuff is gone. It's gone. They don't know it yet, but it's gone. It's an illusion, whatever's left up there. How long is it? How long is what? How long is everything going to still be like an illusion down here? I'm going to let Bob take it. Mighty Bob. Okay, Bobby. All right. However long you say it is. However long you say it is, Lena. Well, I thought that. No, it's however long Mother says it is. Really? Yeah. It's however long Mother says it is. But we all have to get on board and decide when it's going to go. And it's going to be, but they have to pay first. It would be too merciful to do a natural disaster up there right now. Came close a couple of years back. You didn't go up that weekend. That was good because there was that big flood and all that shit going on. That was the tip of the iceberg of what is going to happen to that area to get rid of the riffraff, whatever's left of it, when the disease and the uh, pestilence hasn't already taken most of them down. Whoever's left is going to be washed away in flood and fire, explosions. You'll know all about it when it happens because you'll be watching from another place. You'll be watching from where we are now. That's the thing. They don't know. They're not here anymore. They're not. They're not in where we are. They don't know it. But whoever is left doesn't know whether to shit or go blind because they don't know what's happening to them. Their minds are scrambled. Their thoughts are scrambled. Their health is scrambled. Everything about them is just nothing is making sense. Nobody is getting along. Everybody is a fucking mess. Yeah, take another card. Now I love what you did with these cards. You made them very holy. You made them very holy. 4 diamonds. The way it does stand is that the only 4 young'uns who is safe are Ryan, Nellie, Julie, and Sean. That's true. That's not anybody's nothing. We're not making that up. They are your foursome, and they have always been the ones we were here to save. Also, the ones who needed saving, very much so, but not in the way that everyone else down here or down there thinks. God, when I think of Olga and Sagriti and Dennis, everybody just like constantly pointing out sinners, digging her, pointing out sinners. Everybody's telling you who a sinner is. Oh, Bob, another car for you. So you have a Queen of Diamonds. You have a say in this too, Lena. And Christopher too, because he's a big old queen. But not in the way that you think he is. He's just very, very uniquely in touch with his female side. Very much so. He believes in equality. You know that. He respects a womanly form. That is you and Aimee. And Nellie. Those are heavenly, womanly forms to him. None of these other horrors. Not his mother. Not his sister. Nobody else. Yes, Sandy he loves. Jeet he loves. But, Renee, forget it. Ugh. Mary? Oh, God. Teddy's wife? Anne? All those women make him sick. Because they ain't women. They ain't women. They's the devil. Devil. So, yeah, you can trust. I'll tell you right now, you can absolutely trust Aimee, Michael, me, God willing, me. Christopher, your four superstar kids that we just mentioned. And you were asking about Lena Dunham. The jury's out on her, but it don't look great. Don't really look great. Too much inbreeding there, and I'm gonna say she's a no. She's not really heavenly material, not at all. She's kind of selfish, kind of worthless, really. It's the reason she got so sick and lost her uterus in the first place is because God didn't want her to procreate. So, no, she's not. And I know you loved her and you thought, even that she resembled you and John a bit. Maybe a little bit, but not really. You're so, so much more divinely beautiful. And at the risk of sounding kind of like a prude, and I love women and I love the womanly form. I do. Were you thinking about my last special and it looked kind of demonic, didn't it? It was strange. Well, sometimes you got to get in the middle of a snake pit. Those were all holograms, those things all around me. They were all holograms. Really? Yeah. That's why it looked so weird, that place. All those things were holograms. And that's why when they clapped their hands, it didn't make no noise. That's when they were dancing, everything was so quiet. Holograms don't make no noise. That makes sense. It was spooky, that concert, but it was great. Yeah, it was great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really glad. But you can trust me, Lena. I know. I don't mind telling you as often as I need to. Because all of this is just fun to say, oh, that is one cute pony right there. Yeah, it's very cute. So no, she ain't gonna make it. And I was gonna say, I don't want to sound like a prude, but the way she would always be strutting her naked ass on that show, it's like, she thought she was making a point. Oh, even chubby girls can be beautiful and showing their naked bodies on HBO. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. HBO ain't no good. HBO ain't no good. That's the devil show. Really? Yeah. Sopranos? Glorifying sin. Glorifying sin. Did you ever show up on HBO? I did. But it don't matter because I'm right with the Lord. You got to send some of us in there sometimes, Just the way he sent you into them clubs, Spiral, CBGB, those are, there's some questionable shit going on in all those clubs. That's the music industry. It's very corrupt. It's very sinful. You went around and played Continental Wetlands. Those all had a sinister feel to them, didn't they? They did. Rock clubs in the city did. But you weren't scared because you said, I'm fucking great. I got my talent. I'm just going to go up there and knock them dead. You always did. Some places were kind of nasty to you, even they wanted you to fail. You felt that too, didn't you? Yeah. From some of that one barman, that guy behind that bar in that last place you played. Hell, he's in hell. He's dead. He died of AIDS a long time ago. They're all gonna get AIDS. All them. I'm gonna repeat that. Mother Aimee, do you wish to take another card? Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, wow, Lena, I'm so happy you got this card just now. Because it's got that on one side and it's got that on the other. Yeah, this is the unknowable. A very funky card in this deck that's unlike any other deck of cards that I've ever seen. And you too, Lena, right? Yeah. two-sided crosses, you and John. I like to call this card the knowable because if I know one thing and only one thing, it's that you kids are bound for glory along with the rest of us. Now, I don't want you to worry. I want you to get a good night's sleep because you got a great night's sleep last night and you woke up singing and you were like happy and energetic and unafraid. So I want you to do the same thing tonight. I want you to start getting comfortable and get ready to get the best night's sleep of your life. I love that you took your rings off. You just don't want it to be adorned by anything. You just want to rest, relax, and enjoy yourself and fall into a deep slumber. And we want that for you. Tomorrow you'll have surprises. It'll be great. I do love that picture of the squirrel, and I hope Christopher does a great job with it.
I will.
All right. She's a very, very special squirrel. I call her Princess Aimee Nutella, the squirrel queen of Newtopia. And that's who she is. And let's let Bob take another. Yeah. Hey, John. Hey, honey. It's great, 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 great. That's about all I gotta say. Ace of Diamonds. And that's all. That's the two of you, and that's a beautiful thing. And right now, these readings are really just reinforcement of the glory and the beauty and the honor it is for all of us to work with you both and see how far you're coming. And Lena, every time you came to one of my shows, every time, every time, I looked out in that audience. I look out in that audience. And you always used to yell, Baba, Baba, Baba dear. Don't you think for a minute I didn't know you were there? Don't you think for a minute I didn't feel your love and hope that you could feel mine too? And I know you did. We're in this together, baby. And we're in it to win it, and we're winning it. And you're asking about Kurt Cobain again, and you know the answer. But I'll tell you the truth. I never seen a boy love his mother so much as he loves you. He loves you. And he's one of the good guys, too. Kurt Cobain, yeah. It was a real toss-up what to do about him. But he's still hanging in there. Does that mean you're not sure? You're going to see there'll be a surprise where he's concerned. No, we're not sure of anyone except you and the other four. But he really is moving to a place of light. And we're working really hard. So let's not get too deep into it. He does want to say hello to you right now. So, John, I'm sorry I can't come. John, yeah, he's not gonna make it. Kurt is not gonna make it. No. And he's twin flames with Marilyn Monroe too. But he went down and that's it. They're just gone. She's gone too. Marilyn Monroe. They're gone. Where'd they go? Not here.